It's time for another Signal Boost. I'm Greg Mack with the APS Office of Public Affairs. The theme in DC this year seems to be uncertainty, and not the kind that physicists usually talk about. But we do know one thing for sure. The continuing resolution that's funding the government right now is going to end on April 28th. Congress basically has two options at this point. One, vote on another continuing resolution to keep the government funded until the end of the fiscal year. Or two, pass the appropriations bills they've been working on for the past year. The White House wants Congress to consider a third option, though. While last month the White House released its proposed budget for 2018, it also suggested some cuts to the 2017 budget. These cuts include a $3 billion, yep, billion with a B, cut for the National Institutes of Health, the DOE, the National Science Foundation, NIST, and NASA. But some members of Congress are saying it's too late in the game. Tennessee Senator Lamar Alexander, the chair of the Senate committee that handles the DOE budget, said, quote, "I think that's a little late. President Trump suggested some things, and of course we'll look at them, but we'll write the budget," end quote. That's a common theme we're hearing in DC this month. Congress will look at the president's suggestions, but they are ultimately the ones who write the final budget. This is good news. This means you can influence them. But you have to take action ASAP. Contact your elected officials now. Write them an email from our website, tweet them, and call their offices. Tell them that scientific funding is important. We'll give you some text you can use in sample tweets. Just click on the link in the video description. We'll also give you more details below. Now, don't get me wrong. There are already some members of Congress pushing for more science funding. Colorado Senator Cory Gardner and Michigan Senator Gary Peters sent a letter to the Senate Commerce, Justice, and Science Appropriations Subcommittee to ask for a 4% increase for NSF and NIST. But we need more members of Congress to get on board. APS has been working on this too. Since January, we've been working with APS members to advocate for a 4% increase for all science agencies across the board. This month, we helped Ohio State professor Jessica Winter publish an op-ed in The Hill to urge Ohio Senator Rob Portman to reject the proposed 70% cut to the DOE Office of Science. It also asked the senator to advocate for increased science funding. After the op-ed went live, we asked APS's Ohio members to take action. They emailed, called, and tweeted the senator more than 100 times to ask him to read the op-ed. This definitely got his attention. We're now setting up meetings with the senator's office in DC and in Ohio to discuss it more. We targeted Senator Portman because of his close ties and influence on the administration. It's our plan to take action like this in more states around the country. Now turning to the March for Science. By the time you see this, the march will have already taken place on April 22nd. Hopefully it will have been a great nonpartisan celebration of science. We hope this is just the start of increasing the voice for science in Washington, and we're already working on giving you more opportunities to take action in the future. See you in May for the next Signal Boost.